Итак, всем привет, дорогие зрители и подписчики, вы на канале Кун Харахус. Меня зовут Егор. Мы сейчас поймаем бабочку вот эту. Она улетела. Не поймаем мы бабочку. Мы продолжаем Genshin играть. Сокровище, что? Смотрящий на памятник. Найди сначала памятник в горах, затем вернись к тому, что возведен здесь. Изучи все памятники в нужном порядке, лишь тогда тебе открою свои тайны. О, это как надолго. Что? Нам надо в Инадзуму? Да, я так понимаю. Ага. То есть нам надо... Эй, ну... А чё? Да что-то... Да блин. О. Ни хрена не понял. Сейчас еще разок. Что такое?
Ride the winds upward. From there
Да ну,
we can
эй!
continue our search for clues.
Вот ты смотри, оно не дает мне. Ладно, я так полечу. Давай вот сюда, вот так, вот так, вот так, вот так, вот так. О, есть. Понятно, короче, давай заново, я все понял. Кстати, еще хотел похвастаться немного. У меня, короче, появилась возможность. Ну, это не совсем стримдека, да, но имитация стримдека. Вот, и поэтому теперь у меня... Сейчас. Вот. А можно помолчать? Спасибо. И, короче, теперь у меня появилась возможность, ну, это вообще для стримов, по большей части, да, то есть на лету, чтобы все это делать. Но даже просто играя в игру, там, и на записи, я могу делать вот так, например.
Вот это поворот!
Что-то типа того. Ну, и это один из вариантов, да, но таких фишек целая куча, и делать можно много-много всяких разных приколов. Там, прикольчиков. Ну давай, что происходит-то, блин? Испытание выполнено. Ух ты ж. Это было больно. Куда ты? Где ты? Тихо, 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 тихо. Надо покушать.
I'll approve you. No escape.
Do your work. Grant us your blessing. Nice and spiked.
Вот сучара.
So soon.
Engaging. Yield.
Can't run.
Есть. Я так понимаю, его здесь не должно было быть, да, он просто здесь был. А по идее мы просто должны были пройти здесь. Ну, ладно.
The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
Hubris. This way. Follow me. There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
Да, есть. Получилось.
Hoarders, they're here. Get them.
Treasure hoarders, just as I expected. In which case, please stand back.
hunter becomes.
Leave the wounded to me. Let's nip that in the bud.
Picked.
Flee.
Так. Есть что подлутать, нет? Ничего подлутать нельзя.
Do your worst.
Да слезь ты. Так, ты зачем украл глаз бога?
You caught up with me? How is that possible? I had even prepared a boat to ensure a quick getaway, and still you caught up to me.
No boat could ever match the speed of the wind.
The wind? What are you talking about? Oh, I get it. Your vision. Drat! If I only had a vision. Or if I could activate this one, then you'd never be able to catch me.
Так, сейчас одну секунду. Так, продолжаем.
This has nothing to do with visions. You may be skilled at vanishing from a crowd, but it seems you know precious little about how to conceal yourself from nature's gaze. Additionally, your chosen escape route was flawed for reasons that are too numerous to go into, and on top of that, I could hear your boasting and proud laughter in the wind as I was pursuing you. In other words, you failed to meet any of the basic criteria for a grand heist, namely speed, stealth, and style.
You...
But most disappointing of all is the state of the vision in your hand. It appears that the vision doesn't respond to human desire indiscriminately.
Fine, fine. I admit it. I've had my eyes on this vision for quite some time now. I decided to register after hearing that this fighting contest was full of a bunch of lousy fighters. I fought my way to the
Потом ты узнал,
finals and...
что
So
путешественница
you
будет.
were supposed to be our opponent.
I'd intended to win the contest through skill alone all along, but then you showed up. After watching the semifinals, I knew that I didn't stand a chance. But I wasn't about to give up on the vision so easily after coming all this way. Since there was no use in trying to face you in the match, I decided to put my skills to good use while everyone's attention was on you and Beto. I was convinced I prepared thoroughly for my escape, but somehow you still managed to catch up to me. Drat. This should have gone differently. Really? Fine. But you'd better mean it. It didn't activate once I took it anyway. It's nothing but a useless shell to me.
You know, according to the laws of the sea, the penalty for stealing is breaking the culprit's arms.
Huh? You're not serious, are you?
Да ладно, пускай
Not to
идет.
mention that the item you stole was a prize. You didn't show up for the final match, and you damaged the reputation of the captain of the Crux fleet. It seems that it would be only fair to brand the word thief on your forehead with a hot iron.
Whoa, whoa! We don't need to go that far, do we?
I never would have guessed you could be so cruel. If this is where talking gets me, then forget
Ой,
it. I'll
началось.
risk a fight.
Мы же договорились уже.
Bless you!
Engaging. Yield. Hear my prayer.
Ты куда делся? Ладно. Где ты? Что там? Подожди, не сейчас. Ты где?
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
Ну, о, появился. Иди сюда.
Nice and spicy!
Do your worst. I'll have my revenge. Eventually.
Все. Готовченко.
No, no. Do what you want, but please, Don't brand my forehead,
Все валил
please!
уже.
He has persevered to the bitter end, and now death looms near. Yet still the gods do not bestow their favor upon him. Put down the vision and leave. I've changed my mind. No further punishment for you.
Huh?
What's wrong? Are you asking for more? It's up to you. Such willingness is commendable.
No need for that. Thank you for release.
В бешенстве.
Huh? Paimon doesn't get it.
I take no pleasure in frightening others. I was just testing all possibility. When people are forced into a corner, that is when their greatest strength will appear. I thought it, but unfortunately,
Что он задумал?
nothing happened. Yes. I wanted to know from the moment he stole the vision. I decided to. I've tried many other methods in the past, though few tales tell of a masterless vision reawake. After seeing you command multiple elements, I figured that nothing is impossible. Come, why don't you give it a try? Let's see if you can give me the end.
The vision didn't seem to respond to.
I see. So you are also. No matter. This was expected.
Yeah, what's the story behind?
The story begins with an old friend. He was once a good friend of mine. One day he asked me about a sword art of which he had heard, the Musono Hitotachi. I told him it can only be witnessed when divine punishment is administered. It is the pinnacle of the Raiden Shogun's skill, a symbol of ultimate power. But he replied, there must be one who can withstand it. There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow. Then, the Vision Hunt decree arrived. People's aspirations were stripped away as the Raiden Shogun began to construct her ideal of eternity. While I was fleeing from place to place, I heard that my friend had challenged the Vision Hunters to a duel before the throne. A solemn yet brutal challenge. The defeated face divine punishment, while the victors gain a second chance. Perhaps he thought he of all people should make a stand. Coming face to face with the Musono Hitotachi was all that he truly desired, after all. When I arrived at Tenshukaku, the duel was over. I heard his sentence of divine punishment, his severed blade hitting the ground. Perhaps that was the glory he had yearned to witness. In his last moments, what expression was on his face? Before I knew it, I had stepped forward and snatched the dying vision and was running from the scene. All I knew was that I mustn't let his hope, which burned so brightly, become buried among the ice-cold statue of a god. Perhaps one day, I may come to find that all I have done is meaningless. But as a wandering samurai, I find meaning in traveling and the sprawling beauty of nature that lies along the way, while still retaining the warrior way in my heart.
Kazuha.
It's just another way of saying I do as I please. All right then, it's time we returned. Allow me to gather the wind for us once more.
Вот, кстати, еще одно удобное использование вот этой вот системы. Ну, это, говорю, это не стрим-дек, это макро-дек, это аналог. Но, тем не менее, оно работает, и, как видите, работает неплохо. Одно нажатие, и камеры
Did
нету.
Beto leave already? Maybe she went back to her ship.
If you're looking for the captain, she was summoned by Lady Ningguang. It seems that the Crux clash got out of hand this time and has attracted her attention. Captain Beto was muttering something about Ningguang being a stick in the mud as she headed.
It's not unusual.
But still, Captain Beto was disappointed she didn't get to witness the crowning of the new champion. She had been looking
The
Чемпионов
one who
так и
stole
не
the vision
получили.
was originally to be this hero's opponent in the final round. He knew he stood no chance of winning the match, thus the wicked idea of stealing. In which case, the Crux clash comes to a clear-cut conclusion.
Huh? So, if that's the case, then the rules stipulate that he is disqualified.
Paimon thought we'd win and all, but not like this.
It doesn't matter. As the saying goes, honor given.
Yes, I believe so. Though Captain Beto is no longer present here, I'll be sure she receives word of it. She is a woman, but the voyage to Inazuma is a treacherous one. You will be plagued by a perpetual tempest. In fact, the relentless rain and wind are also an embodiment of the Raiden Shogun's will to close the nation.
Hold on a second. You're saying she can change the weather?
Let us not forget that this is one of the 7 Archons. If Liyue's Morax could form Guyun's stone forest by casting down his stone spears, then it should come. Suffice it to say that if you wish to journey to Inazuma, the Alcor will need some time. You will be notified once. In the meantime, I intend to embark on a journey of my own. I will travel all of.
Paimon believes you'll find a way.
Thank you. May both our journeys prove. One final word of warning. The part of your journey that lies after.
Так, ранг мне дали, 34-й, да? Пойдем быстренько, наверное, сейчас отправимся в Манштадт, или, да, наверное, в Лию. Нет, давай в Манштадт. У меня есть еще кое-какая мыслишка, кое-что нужно сделать. А для этого нужно отправляться туда, где нет задания. Сейчас вернусь скоро. Так, ну вот, мы, короче, немножко в чайнике безмятежности погулял, немножко поготовил, немножко всякими делами позанимался, короче. Теперь можно отправляться в Лиюэ, в порт и на Инадзуму отправляться. Так, где у нас... у Катерины надо спросить, да? Забрал все награды рангов. Всю остальную мелочь подзабрал. Полетели.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. What can I do for you, traveler? Ah, yes. I've heard that you've already made arrangements with the captain of the Crux fleet regarding your passage to Ina's. Now that I think about it, it's been quite some time since I last visited those lands.
There you are. You're the traveler that Beto will be taking to Inazuma, right? The fleet is nearly completed reprovisioning. Once the crews have taken a head count, we can get underway. Captain Beto sent me to come get you. We'll weigh anchor as soon as you're...
Seems Beto is the captain.
Of course! There are many things that the captain insists upon. I'm sure you'll see for your...
So you'll be heading off then? I suppose whether the journey before you leads to the heights of the heavens or the depths of the abyss, until we meet again, Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Oh, it's kinda hard to say goodbye now.
Well, if that's how you feel, why not come and find me when you arrive?
So there's another Catherine in Inazuma?
Well, I guess it's time for you to bid farewell to Liyue Harbor. Now that I've delivered my message, I'll be heading back.
Okay, thanks for coming all this way to let...
Just following orders.
Ну все. Отправляемся на Инадзуму. Наконец-то. Сколько времени я пытаюсь это сделать, и вот только-только у нас получается. Спустя столько... А почему так... Охренеть. А можно тпшнуться сюда как-то? Можно. Слава яйцам, можно тпшнуться. Не надо просто целый километраж делать. Круги наматывать. Так, ну все, я на месте. То есть мне сейчас еще туда подойти обязательно, да, к Бейдоу. Я на борту. Все, поднять паруса, давай. Полный вперед.
Ah, you finally made all these years come rain or storm. The Crux fleet has never suffered a delay. If it were anyone else, I might have set sail already. Don't look too serious, I'm only joking. You're just on time. We set sail for the land engulfed by storm and tempest.
Anchors away!
Кадзуха тоже здесь. Что он прибывает в порт слишком долго. Загрузка очень долго идет, что. Ага, ага.
Oh, hi there.
Так, собственно, а это еще что за хмырь?
So,
Ну-ка.
you finally made it. You sure kept me waiting, Captain.
Тома. Угу.
And it appears we have a couple of stowaways.
You can blame your almighty shogun. The tempests around Inazuma have been growing all the more fierce, though the fleet was fully up to the challenge. The inclement weather. Now then, let me introduce everyone. This is Toma, a trade partner that I've gotten to know recently.
You don't know how long I've been waiting to...
Toma, these two are...
Oh, no need for introductions. Their reputation precedes them. It seems even the stormy seas...
Oh, it's...
Toma's resided on Rito for quite some time now. It wouldn't be going too far to say he's... If you run into any problems here, just talk to Toma. But if he tries to pull any moves...
No need to worry. I'm sure we'll get along.
Good. Then if it's all settled, I'll be going. I wouldn't want to be caught with my sails down.
Oh, right.
Until next time, traveler. Remember to give it your all, no matter what perilous storms you may...
Fair seas, Captain Beto.
Now then, first things first. We need to go get you registered at the border check.
Paimon thought we were supposed to be keeping things on the down low.
Don't underestimate the reaches of the Sakoku decree. So we have to play by the rules, even if we're kind of bending them.
Ну ладно, что надо, так надо. Сейчас через секундочку вернусь буквально. Не переключайтесь, сейчас одну секунду. Так, я вернулся. Так, полетели. Пройдите регистрацию. Погоди, а можно здесь как-то... Ага. Ага. Потом надо будет сходить туда еще. Сейчас, наверное, регистрацию сначала пройдем, да? По сюжету. Потом открывать будем этот остров. Ну или что там? Полуостров, остров.
Hello? Please state your name, identity, and the purpose of your visit. You must be... Excuse me? Please provide the information requested and also declare any goods you are carrying with you. Currently, only members of the International Trade Association are authorized to engage in the import and export...
Нет.
My apologies, but I'll have to ask...
Here are the entry papers for your...
What?
I just wanted...
I see. Okay. Your papers are all in...
So...
The Outlander Affairs agents, they only check entry permits here. If you want to remain on Rito, there's a...
Еще
So it
что-то.
is super strict.
Well, let's not forget that to everyday folk, as the word suggests, Outlanders aren't very welcome, not even on Rito, where they've established an outsider settlement. I like how you think. I've got a feeling we're good. Now, let's head over to the Most of the current rules were put in place by the administration of Rito, the Kanjo Commission.
The Kanjo Commission?
Yes, one branch of the Tri-Commission of Inazuma, responsible for growing and managing the nation's wealth. You really haven't heard of it before?
Так, а это где-то здесь, да? Или дальше? О, нашел, наконец-то. Так. Ящерка. Потом зажарим. Так, отлично, статуя есть. Эй. Угу. Твою налево. Слушай, ну не такой большой на самом деле остров. Так, а где все остальное? А, вот где все остальное. Я тебя понял. А тут еще что-то потом откроется, да? Или это все Инадзума? Ну, в смысле, вот это вот, ну да. Остров на руками. Да, это тоже к нему относится. Ладно, погнали. Так, у нас нечего преподнести ей, да? Нам электрокулы нужны. Окей. Потом как-нибудь насобираем, принесем. А вообще, изначально я сюда пришел, чтобы собрать эти цветы, по-моему, там какие-то для повышения Сары. Ну, судя по всему, у нас тут предстоит много интересного здесь. Ага, понял. Так, Юрика. Это у нас инспекция, да, здесь?
You've completed the entry procedures, yes?
Yes, please.
Okay, the processing fee will be 2 million mora.
2
Ты с ума
million?
сошла, что ли?
Processing fee? Are you serious?
Прикалываешься?
That's right. 1 million per applicant, which makes 2 million total. Don't worry, you can trust my math.
Paimon wasn't so much questioning your math as...
Ma'am, these two here are good friends of mine.
Ah, Mr. Toma, it's you. By way of
4
courtesy,
то есть 100 тысяч
allow me
тоже
to
как бы,
reduce it
знаешь,
to...
дороговато.
Thank you ever so much, Miss Eureka. But as this is just a processing fee, I think 600 mora should cover it if I'm paying on their behalf. I'll treat you to dinner too. How does that sound?
600 моры вместо 400
How
тысяч.
you haggle? By all means, bargain the price.
All right then, as you wish, Mr. Toma. I will make a record.
Слушай, ну
Much
ребята в
obliged.
Лиюе будут рады узнать, что здесь так можно торговаться. Просто прикиньте, а с 2 миллионов до 600 моры, да, скинуть? Ну, нормально.
What? She went from 2 million down to 600?
Угу.
There's something seriously wrong with people's sense of finance around here.
It's not as mind-boggling as you think. A processing fee is just a figure of speech. The way some here at the agency see it, the fees are easy money. So it becomes a question of how much they can
Ни
make.
хрена себе. Это даже
So
не
when the day
официально,
comes
да,
that some
что-то?
poor merchant from overseas with more money than sense gets stuck here and needs to...
Then they'll milk them for all their...
Exactly. It's at times like this that having a local friend really comes in handy. Yes, but when you're an outlander in Inazuma, far from home in this closed nation era, the most that overseas merchants can do to look after them, that's how the International Trade Association...
So it's a trade association?
Yep. And as well as advancing commercial interests, the association provides help, support, and structure for outlanders trying to survive on Essentially, it's an association devoted to both commercial excellence and survival skills.
Sounds like just staying alive isn't a cheap...
I see. So this is the real purpose of your trip. After all, the Raiden Shogun is the most exalted and revered one in all of Inazuma. She is a deity who reigns on high, while all other life gazes up in awe. Huh. I was going to say nothing is set in stone when it comes to who you will encounter in this world. Who's to say you won't happen to run into...
Uh-huh. And is that...
Okay, I'll give it to you straight. I know...
Really? Wow!
I mean, it will take all the resources I have at my disposal. Connections come at a high price. You want... No. In fact, there's no real cost as such. It's just that I like to do things in a way that keeps everybody...
Sounds very reasonable to Paimon. You're the man in the middle, so you have to trade favors to keep everyone...
Why do I get the feeling you're making me out to be some sort of crook? Here's the situation. As I touched upon earlier, the members of the International Trade Association, recently things seem to have gotten more difficult than ever for them, so just go and check things out. See if there's... The head of the association is called Carisio, and he's a good friend of mine. Go talk...
Ну ладно, сходим, поговорим. Где-то здесь. Сиси, Тинтин, Вахид. Куриса.
Huh? Hello there. You must be seeking refuge with the International Trade Association. Ah, good. That's a relief. You need...
We heard the association has been having some difficulty.
Yes. Left, right, and center. Obstacle.
The Sakoku decree certainly makes things difficult for anyone who wants to...
But it's not the root cause of our woes. The Sakoku decree might restrict our scope of activity. No. What's really squeezing us are those Mora grubbers from the
Oh, of the 3 commissions, that's the one...
That's right. They impose astronomical tax rate, unbelievable They just issued a new tax decree recently that, for some reason, completely changes the way we pay our tax.
Crystal marrow.
Something that most of us in the association had never heard. Eventually, one of the older Liyue merchants recalled that he once shipped a batch of it to Snezhnaya. So, in order to pay our taxes, we began an arduous search for this crystal mirror. But then we found we'd only managed to create a bigger problem for ourselves. Now there's only one vendor who even has it in stock.
Isn't the...
Exactly. So this vendor keeps pushing the price up, and we have no choice but to buy from them because it's a vicious cycle. The consequence of which is that our taxes will soon exceed our profits. And once that happens, we've tried communicating, but this is a nation where the cries of a few struggling merchants will never be heard. Fontaine, my dear homeland.
Sounds awful. What do you think we should do?
I've actually done business with him in the past, but after a point he stopped contacting us.
Well, it definitely sounds like he's being unfair.
Hey, that's a pretty good idea. Since you're not affiliated with the association, if I remember correctly, our usual meeting point with him...
Got it! We're...
Ладно, пойдем разберемся.
Which one should I choose?
Это вот эти вот кристаллики, да, ты собираешь? Нет, не ломается. Так, Вернер.
I don't think I recognize you. Are you new arrivals? Haha, very funny. Real fixers don't need to refer to... So, what do you need with me? The sheer nerve. You don't go around asking questions like that. If I gave you my sources, I might as well hand you the whole trade secret. Got it? You know what trade...
This guy's got a bad attitude.
Ha! Are you even buying? Oh, I see what's going on here. Kurisu... They're wasting their time. The price isn't...
Hey, what's your problem?
Get out of here, go on. Tell them they're lucky to be buying from me in the first place. And they ought to be more
What are we gonna do? There's no talking to this guy. Good idea.
That was quick.
Actually, we're having a little trouble.
No? Well, by all means, tell me what you... Getting you to go fixing things when you've only just arrived is quite a demand. Oh, that guy? He used to be a bit of a sorry sight, selling shells that he'd collect on the beach just to get by. I can only assume he must have found himself a patron after leaving the...
Huh. You're saying he used to be a member?
Yes. Couldn't you tell when you spoke to him? That's right. Werner was born in Mondstadt, then went into the shipping business, trading between Leah and Inazuma. When Inazuma closed to the outside world, he was one of a group of outlanders. The International Trade Association was initially very generous to him, but over time, with decree after decree, the association members found it increasingly difficult.
So he left the association and turned his back.
I'm sure it's more nuanced than that. I believe even the most ungrateful and cold-hearted of people still have some amount of gratitude and warmth left in them.
Really? Is that all you need to...
Well then, it sounds like you may have found a way in with...
Я очень люблю эти задания. Туда-сюда бегать. Ребята, я уверен, вам тоже это очень нравится, да? Вы же все смотрите, как я туда-сюда бегаю.
What are you doing back here? Just because I got plenty of time on my hands doesn't mean I want to waste any of it talking to you.
Вот к чему приводят вот эти длинные затяжные диалоги, я уже засыпаю.
Huh? Where's this coming from? Mondstadt? You were talking about Mondstadt.
А чё ему дать? Валяшка... Конка Монштадта, давай ее дадим.
Goodness, I can sense it now. So familiar, but the scent of Mondstadt. Oh, how it takes... Oh, my hometown. The home of freedom. How I long to go back. So, trying to... what is this?
Just close your eyes already!
You mean... the sound of the ocean? Leah Harbor. I can see it so clearly. Oh, and the sound of the waves. Xiao lanterns. I'm right there.
This guy has a really active imagination. Either that...
Ну, перчик.
Wait. Stop. That's enough. Don't make me relive it anymore. My poor heart can't take it. You mean the folks from the International Trade Association? Often, I'll sneak down to the shore at night and listen to the sound of the waves. I've run into folks from the association more than a few times doing just that, but Don't you think I've wanted to talk things through with them?
Well...
They're so resilient. None of them had anyone else to rely on, so they rallied together. So I caved. Those people, they'd make the smallest of promises. All right, I'll tell you the whole story.
You ready to talk now?
But I betrayed them. I can't show my face there.
Come on, you scaredy cat. Look, you missed, so come on, get it off your chest.
It's a scheme by the tax collection Ashigaru. They start by overtaxing the merchants, then take the extra crystal marrow they receive and stockpile. Once the merchants run out of places to buy crystal marrow, they get me to sell that extra stock back to the merchants.
It's plain.
I'm their puppet, yes. But my cut is a tiny fraction of what we take in total. It's evidence. Now that I think about it, whenever I report back to him after a sale, he always heads to the same. As it happens, I handed some Mora over to him not long ago. I can show.
Really? Well, then there.
Keijiro, it's him!
After him! He's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little.
Эх, не получается.
Too close! That's too close! He'll notice us for sure!
Ryoko, how's business?
Too close! That's too close! He'll notice us for sure!
Now, who else?
Too close!
Да ты что, блин?
He'll notice us for sure!
Ассасин в деле. Не должны увидеть.
way we've made less noise.
Чё, заново, что ли?
It's
After him!
Да.
He's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little.
Как тут поймешь, какую дистанцию держать?
Ah, Ryoko, how's business?
All the better thanks to your generous patronage.
Good. Thankfully, I earn plenty these days.
Oh, but of course, tax collection is difficult work.
Ой. А, вот оно что, тут можно прятаться.
Now, who else is behind on payments? Let me think. Yes, the trade association clique still needs to be brought into line. What was that sound?
Тебе показалось.
Quiet! Don't let him find us!
Must be hearing things. Drat, I'm behind schedule. I need to hurry.
He's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little.
What could he be doing at a place like this?
Денежки
It looks
загасил.
like he buried something over there, didn't it? Why don't we take a look?
Заначка.
Whoa, it's boring. Paimon thought he'd hidden a big pile of Mora here.
Let me take a look here. Ah, yes! This is what we're looking for. A clear and complete...
Great! Well, now we have our hard evidence. Let's go tell Karisu the good...
I'll...
Huh? You aren't...
I need a little more time before...
Huh. Poor Werner's a pretty awkward...
Huh?
But we really don't have anything left. If this keeps up, our sales will come in at a loss. There'll be nothing left for us to do but starve.
You know the decree. The rules are the rules. No discounts, no exceptions, and no excuses. Hmm? And who are you? Another new member?
It just so happens that we found your little ledger, so now we're here to tell everyone.
Huh? Is this true?
You've been swindling us!
Well, you...
Let me take a look at the ledger. Well, would you look at that? So, Mr. Keijiro, it seems you have some explaining to do.
So you think you can use this against me, do you?
Word has it that samurai and the commission place great importance on reputation and prestige.
Huh? Is that a threat?
No, not at all. I'm simply stating that it would be quite a pity if an illustrious
well, even if what...
I believe you still have a quantity of crystal marrow in your possession. Perhaps that crystal marrow could be used as compensation for the recent tax hike.
Is that it?
Oh, do you have any idea the hoops I had to jump through to get the crystal marrow and keep it hidden?
And not even...
So that's it? My shop's been closed for weeks now. I've even had to ask my...
Come on, Harrison. We've already struck a...
I'm sick of being pushed around like this.
Harrison!
Hey, what's all this racket? Does someone dare...
Ah, Chief, you've arrived.
What was all the commotion I heard just now?
Oh, we were just discussing a minor tax issue.
A helping hand? The only thing you're doing is stuffing your greedy pockets with our hard-earned wealth. I assure you that Hirage...
Oh, and you dare to utter the commissioner's name. You seize the merchants. We will resolve this dispute back...
Uh-oh.
Gentlemen, come now. Is there any need for this? If there's a dispute to...
Who are you supposed to be? And...
You never heard of the Fixer?
Here's my card.
Huh. You're from the Yashiro...
Shh.
Huh. Well, this is Kanjo Commission territory. However powerful the Yashiro Commission may be, you have no business...
Of course not. Still, perhaps you could show the young...
Чё это? Донмой? Очень похоже на Донмой.
Lady of our clan some courtesy. You wouldn't want your name showing up in a petition to the Shogun, would you?
Не помню.
That fan.
Это
The Shirasagi Himegimi. I don't need any trouble with her. Okay,
But, Chief!
Enough!
Let's get dinner one day soon, gentlemen. My treat, I insist. No response, huh? I suppose that bridge is well in...
Thank you so much, Toma. But I'm sorry your relationship...
Hey, I was joking. It's a small price to pay, and you're more than welcome. If there's... if nothing else, I'm sure the tax collector...
What was all...
Shh, not here. Too many people listening.
Где ты? Поговорите с Томой, он где-то здесь. Блядь, спрятался, называется.
Corruption seems rife in the Kanjo Commission. All right, time for me to answer your questions. What would you... Straight to the point. I belong to the Kamisato clan of the Yashiro Commission on Narukami Island. I'm in a...
You've been keeping your true... So, the Yashiro Commission.
Correct. The Kamisato clan is the head of the Yashiro Commission, who manage ceremonial and cultural affairs. I'd go into more detail on what exactly that covered. I'm just someone who was fortunate enough to be taken in by the Kamisato clan. My role is to take care of the daughter of the clan, Kamisato Ayaka.
Seems like she must be super famous and...
Oh, most definitely. She's graceful, dignified, and kind-hearted, too. Her fame even somewhat eclipses that of her older brother, Kamisato Ayato. Despite I suppose those who treat others with compassion earn themselves the same treatment in return. Miss Kamisato's situation certainly seems to attest to that. Take me, for example. You're asking the right questions. And to be honest, I don't want to keep you in the... Firstly, you should know that being a fixer is not something you can fake. I spent the better part of a month tirelessly building up a network of relationships on the island.
Still pretty good going for...
Well, maybe I have a slight knack for schmoozery. But the main thing was, Inazuma may have closed off to the outside world, but that hasn't stopped a lot of people from hearing about your feats. And so, when Miss Kamisato heard of your intention to come to Inazuma, she began... That is, that you have what it takes to change...
Change the tide?
In the test I gave you earlier, although there were a few hiccups at the end, it was you who found the way to navigating powerful people, using their character flaws to your advantage. It's just what Miss Kamisato had... With your help, even the Vision Hunt decree... That's an unexpected development. Perhaps our sources were misleading. Yes, of course. I completely understand and as agreed.
Toma?
Well, my work on Rito is done. So one more thing. This invitation letter is for you. When you get to Narukami Island, good luck with everything.
А что, можно было согласиться? Я что-то пропустил момент этот. Типа, чуть-чуть пролистал я такой вот. Сразу я отказываюсь,
Not such a bad guy, huh? Huh? What's up? Oh, right! Paimon forgot all about... Wait, so... Did Toma forget that too? Oh, darn it! No wonder he was so matter-of-fact. As soon as we get off Ritu, Paimon's going straight to Kamura Tea House to settle this... Well, guess we should give it a try. Let's head to the border.
Побег с острова Рито. Так, выпусти, пожалуйста.
Stop there. Present.
Sorry, but we really gotta get to Nar.
If you don't have a travel permit, this is as far.
Traveler, you gotta think of something. How do we get... Are you saying we should go and meet with the... Guess it can't hurt to try. Even if Paimon has a... Who knows? Maybe he's our biggest...
Halt! This is the Kanjo Commissioner's office.
We're here to see,
The Kanjo Commissioner seldom entertains Outlanders. Leave now or we'll be forced to...
Узнал, да, по-любому?
Ah, wait.
Oh, Commissioner!
These two are honored guests from afar. No need to... Come on in.
Huh. Did you get all that?
My sincere apologies.
I am Hiragi Shinsuke, Kanjo Commissioner and head of the Hiragi clan. It's an honor to meet you both.
Nice to meet you. So, the reason we went...
All right, all in good time. Two travelers renowned far and wide have shown up to see me.
So what you're saying...
Absolutely. How many other people in the world have what it takes?
Exactly!
And I hear you also foiled a Fatui plot in Liyue Harbor. Even...
Whoa! You heard about that too? Something wrong?
No. I'm simply awestruck. Rito is greatly honored. One other thing I heard about you is your great zeal for helping other people. This makes me wonder.
Oh, sure, no problem. Whatever you need, right?
Excellent. Well then, you must know the Chingshin. A flower grows on the mountain.
Yep, we've picked a few of those before. So...
Yes, bring me 300 Chingshin.
Ты чё, упал что ли?
Freshly
Откуда
picked, I mean.
300 цветков?
Did Paimon hear that wrong?
На парон или ошиблись?
Too much trouble. Then how about this? We have a few items that need...
That sounds
709
Да
letters
ты...
to be precise.
Ты где, блядь, такие цифры берешь? Числа.
How come you don't have people to do that already?
Terribly sorry. We're just a little short on people lately.
What sort of an explanation is that?
А тебе-то кто?
Traveler, what are we going to do? Should we really help this guy?
Да не придется. Нам, по-моему, сейчас... Чего?
That's the spirit. Don't keep me waiting too long now.
You're seriously considering taking this job? The terms are ridiculous.
Halt, you two!
Чё надо?
Miss Hiragi has a letter for you. She insists that you read it immediately.
A letter? Quick, let Paimon see.
Прости, что нежданно-негаданно
this
пишу это
means
письмо.
She wants you to secretly meet her at night? But you didn't seem surprised at all by this. What's going on?
Так, прости, что нежданно-негаданно пишу это письмо. Надеюсь, оно тебя не потревожило. Мне впервые доводится приглашать чужака из другой страны письмом. Но, думаю, познакомились мы не случайно. Итак, сегодня на небе будет тонкий серп луны, и я надеюсь, что мы встретимся. По поводу слуг не беспокойся, найду способ их обойти. Надеюсь, ты придешь. Ну, а ближе знакомиться и встречаться с госпожой с этой, с Хираги Кисата, мы будем уже, ребят, в следующей серии. На сегодня это все. Спасибо, что пришли посмотреть. Приходите еще, чтобы не пропустить новую серию. Нажимайте на колокольчик, ставьте лайки, подписывайтесь на каналы, пишите свои комментарии, подписывайтесь на группу ВКонтакте, на телегу. Всем спасибо, ребята, и всем до новых встреч. Пока-пока.